Now, in contrast with this one, there was one, I think it may have been the last one I attended, in San Francisco, which was, I think, 2016. I think it was 2016. And there we had a significant number of people screaming and yelling on the side. On the right side, as we were processing, on the Embarcadero in San Francisco, there were probably 100 people or so, mostly young people, screaming and yelling against the people who were in the walk. And they said terrible things. And the reaction of the people that were in the march was to pray. Even though they were not praying, when that began, the people began to pray, simply pray. No response of any kind, at least not that I saw. And that in itself was a testimony. I felt sorry for the people who were doing that, because they seemed to be normal young people. But somehow they were in darkness, in my view. The young people reflect. They don't create the culture. They reflect the culture. And most of young people do not have a serious enough or deep enough formation in the faith. And so they tend to reflect what is there. It's not that they create this. No, they just reflect it. And they have not had many opportunities to really look into this and see the ramifications of this.
And what are the ramifications, Bishop, if I can kind of ask you?
The ramification for me is that human life is devalued, and that ends up by affecting all spheres of life. One of the differences between the Walk for Life in San Francisco and the One Life LA is that San Francisco focuses on unborn life, and the One Life LA, of course, includes unborn life, but also it includes other aspects and ages of human life, stages of human life. But when one is lost, the sensibility to the dignity of human life at any stage is lost, that affects the other stages. So it's not coincidence that after abortion has become so accepted, in quotations, then we had assisted suicide. It was much easier now. And the progress has not ended. So for me, that's why the witness of the Walk for Life or the One Life LA is to witness about the dignity of all human life. If enough people really believed in this and acted on it, the laws would change. So, for instance, if all the Christians and all the Muslims, because both groups, tend to believe in the sacredness of human life, if we practiced what we believe, the laws eventually would change. So that's why the March of Life or the Walk of Life is not only for the sake of those who do not believe in the dignity of life. Is for those believers in the dignity of life, so that we grow stronger with God's grace to go in a different direction.